Hey guys, and welcome back to another one of my Nugget Bridge Major battles. This is round 4. So far I'm 3-0 in the tournament, and I'm playing this guy named Femto. He's got a pretty cool team here. If you look at it, he's got Cryogonal, he's got an Aerodactyl, Nidoking, Machamp. This is the first match. It's a best 2 out of 3 in the tournament, so this is just mostly scouting team kind of thing, and just, poking at the other guy. If you pick up a win, that's good because you only need one more, but anything can happen, games 2 and 3. I lead Rotom and, what is that other thing? Mawile. I want the Intimidate. Aerodactyl kind of scares me a lot. I have Delphox and, something else. Ferrothorn in the back. And that's because I wanted to make sure I have a way around Nidoking. That scares me because of its potential for anything. Especially because it's got so many. It's got such a great move pool. It's got access to Earth Power, Flamethrower, Ice Beam. So I wasn't sure. I knew I needed Rotom Wash to get rid of that thing, and I couldn't just have Aerodactyl do whatever it wanted. So I get up the Intimidate here early, and I don't know if it's Scarfed or not. I really don't, because Nidoking, a lot of them are Scarfed. So I'm kind of afraid here. I don't want to lose Mawile too prematurely, because Mawile does give me a lot of help in this game, especially because the Sucker Punch does over half to Aerodactyl. It's gonna nerf Cryogonal. It's got a lot of potential, so I wanted to keep it around. So right now, it's a pretty interesting position. He doesn't have a whole lot to do against Rotom. He could try to go up and Sludge Bomb it and ignore my Mawile, but then he'll let me go and kill Aerodactyl if that's the case. So it's gonna come down to a pretty interesting play here. We'll see how this goes. So out goes Aerodactyl, and that's because it was intimidated. He doesn't want to stay in with that against a Mawile and a Rotom. For his own, Rotom comes in, and I switch out afraid of that Earth Power. So the only really thing I had, because I had Delphox in the back, I didn't want that to take an Earth Power. So I go to Ferrothorn. He gets a Protect Up, immediately lets me know it's not Scarf, and I went for the Hydro Pump there because, like I said, if it's got a variety of these special moves, it's threatening a majority of my team. So that Hydro Pump there, I was trying to get rid of it. With the Ferrothorn switch-in, though, thanks to his Rotom switch-in, I have a pretty good position. I am Lumberry, so if he Will-O-Wisps me, I'm still going to get the one-shot back with Power Whip, so long as Power Whip doesn't miss. Noted, I always miss Power Whip, so just keep that in mind. So right now I'm still applying a lot of pressure because I have the one-shot on both of his Pokemon. So what happens, though, is that I know Nidoking is probably the fastest thing on the field. I go Protect, and his Flamethrower does show. So he definitely would have one-shotted me there if I didn't, Protect. He throws up a Will-O-Wisp to try to start getting this residual on Rotom, because Rotom's a big threat to his team. It's a threat to Aerodactyl. It's a threat to this Nidoking, as you can see. I took it out one shot. And so he's going to try to start whittling me down. I did Protect because I knew he couldn't kill Rotom this turn, and as long as I hit the Hydro Pump, I'd be in good shape. If he switched, I'd get a free Hydro Pump up. And I still got the Ferrothorn to threaten the Rotom Wash. So out comes Machamp. Now, Machamp is a beast. A lot of Machamp run, No Guard and Dynamic Punch. But some also run Guts to fake it, so when you Will-O-Wisp it, and then they close combat you, it just does massive amounts of damage. So I didn't want to prematurely burn this thing without knowing that it was No Guard. And you'll know it's No Guard because they'll Dynamic Punch, and that definitely means a No Guard, because who runs a 50 accuracy move? I bring back Rotom. I know Ferrothorn can take a punch. I do. And I know Ferrothorn can also one-shot that Rotom. In comes Mawile to try to nerf this Dynamic Punch a little bit. Now, Dynamic Punch does super affect Mawile, super affects Ferrothorn, and it's neutral to Mawile. He goes after the Ferrothorn because, yeah, it is the most threatening thing on the field for him right now. That's going to confuse me. However, that Lumberry is going to activate, and I'm going to get right out of that confusion right away. So that's really handy right here. He'll take a little bit of damage, and I now know that he's No Guard. I don't know if he's Scarfed or not, because I'm super slow. But I do get off this Power Whip as he Thunderbolts into where my Rotom was. He lives. I'm max attack Ferrothorn. I have no idea what kind of investment that is. That is some massive defense. He must try to live, I don't know, a lot, something from Manga Kangaskhan, because, that's ridiculous. I've never seen a Rotom survive that. And I usually run less attack EVs. He lives, and he goes back up with Citrus. And I do have a Mawile and a Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn a little bit below half, Mawile a little bit over half. Mawile does threaten the one-shot on Machamp. It also gets a Sucker Punch on the Rotom Wash. However, Rotom Wash has got this Will-O-Wisp that is faster and can threaten both of my guys. So he can definitely get it off before I can do anything to him. So I have to be really careful here to not get burned. I also have to be careful not to just get punched and lose this game, because a punch right now will knock out Ferrothorn. It probably won't knock out Mawile if I Mega because of the defense boost, but he will confuse me, and, you know, God F confusion. So I'm a little bit in a predicament. In the back, I still have my Rotom Wash, which is burned, but it's still got quite a bit of health, and I have the Delphox. Now, do I want to just take a Dynamic Punch to the face with a Rotom Wash? No, but I know I can survive it. And then I still don't know if it's Scarfed, right? So it's really important for me to try to come out here and test whether I can, you know, outspeed it or not. Because if it's not Scarfed, Delphox comes out here and threatens the one-shot on both of these guys. So I'm going to make that move. I'm going to figure, hey, Mawile is important to me. I can get another Intimidate. I'll switch it out. He does go for the Dynamic on Ferrothorn and gets the KO. And I was okay with that because I didn't really need Ferrothorn anymore. It was kind of dead weight. I mean, I could have used a Ferrodactyl, but it wasn't necessary. And he does go for the Will-O-Wisp, which, like I said, he was faster than both, and it wouldn't activate Sucker Punch. That's why I mostly switched in Delphox, because it is Fire type, not going to get affected. If I had switched in Rotom Wash, same effect, because I was already burned, but I don't take that extra turn of burn right now. Also, if he had fired off the Dynamic Punch, I would have eaten it up with Delphox. Even though I would have been confused, I would have had to just play through it. But it's better than, you know, having a slower Rotom that's confused, you know, than a Scarf Machamp. So right now I know if he's not Scarfed, I get the one shot with Delphox. His Rotom goes for a Protect here. I do run some speed in my Rotom. But he goes for a Dynamic Punch, and it outspeeds Delphox, which is faster than Garchomp, mind you. He gets the crit, does massive amounts of damage, even though it's a -1, thanks to that crit. Citrus will allow me to survive this turn. And I do get a Psychic up on that Machamp. Now, Delphox being a pimp is a freaking little magician thing, and it just takes stuff when it wants stuff. And right now, it wants that Choice Scarf. So now I've learned that it's got Choice Scarf, and I've got a Choice Scarf mega fast Delphox out here. I went for the Thunderbolt on that Rotom. Like I said, I do have some speed investment, so I was fairly certain I'd probably get the KO there, and I'd get to, you know, I'd outspeed him. I think I didn't have myself in confusion that turn, but he did Protect, so either way. Now here comes an Aerodactyl. He hasn't Mega'd anything, so that Aerodactyl's got to be Mega, unless, like, I don't think, yeah, nothing else on his team could be Mega. He has Cat and Cryogonal, so this has got to be his Mega if he has one. Maybe he's not running one, but come on, he's running one. I still have the Intimidate option in the back too, and Delphox is Scarfed right now, which is really, really, really sexy. His Rotom Wash just protected, and do note it is a 3-on-2 right now. If I can get rid of this Rotom Wash, I'm going to have a 3-on-1, so long as I don't lose Rotom. Rotom's also confused, so do I really want to fight through confusion and then lose to burn, or get Rock Slid and just have Rotom die? No, I definitely don't. And I know that I can outspeed that Rotom Wash, so I can get Mawile in here for a pretty safe play, since he's definitely going to Rock Slide here, because it's going to, you know, finish off both. Why would he not Rock Slide? Or, like, maybe he had, I don't know, he could play the Predict game in Earthquake, but either way, I get up to -1, and I'm going to defend Mawile switch in by KOing the Rotom Wash before it gets a chance to attack. It did Protect last turn, so this is a pretty safe play on my part in case his Aerodactyl for some reason decided to attack, knowing that I'm Scarfed. He does Mega up, and now he's got a speed boost with that too, so you got to mind that, but I'm already fast as heck. Psychic goes up, and I will take out this Rotom, which gives me a free, you know, that gives me a relatively safe switching with Mawile depending on what Aerodactyl does. Now, if he went for an Earthquake, if he's running Earthquake, that would have been a great play on his part. The super effective, you know, damage, it's not stab on Aerodactyl, so it would have done even less than that. So I would have eaten it up. At least with Delphox, and that's the important key player here. Would Mawile have survived? Probably. I still have a lot of health left. But it would have been super effective, so that would have been interesting to see. Either way, he goes for the Rock Slide because it would have KO'd the Rotom Wash, and that's what he needed. He needed to do the damage there. But I come in, Mega up, get the Sucker Punch, which does half, and I outspeed because I stole that Scarf, get up a Psychic, and I will take out this Aerodactyl. It was a great game. Delphox is really cool when it works, I'm not going to lie. Nidoking's a threat, and Cryogonal, he brings the next game, and it's a threat too. It's pretty cool, so check those guys out. I thought his team was pretty cool. Scarf Machamp, good stuff. And thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and I'll bring you guys more Nugget Bridge battles as I have them.